So I hurt my shoulder, my left one.
Oh, surfing?
No,
Golf.
No.
Was in your stretching class where the woman touches your body and she stretched you too far?
Well, I did go and see Margie the other day. She's a
Margie,
and she does stretch the shoulder. She does the whole body.
Is Margie different from your masseuse?
Yes,
You're like a team of medical people.
I have a whole team.
You're like Letterman. You get the when we thank all these surgeons. They all when you thank all your medical people, there'll be like 8 people standing clapping.
She's what's her myotherapist?
The myotherapist.
Myotherapist, yeah. And I have a physio.
Right.
And I have a psychiatrist and a psychologist and an accountant.
And a GP.
And a GP. Oh, you saw him today?
And skin specialist?
Yep. Yeah, I got him a flu
podiatrist?
jab. Yeah.
Podiatrist?
I went to the podiatrist and I was waiting for you're going to need an insert, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Because most people got flattened arches. She said my feet were perfect.
Oh.
So I didn't have to come back. She just trimmed my toes.
Wow, that's always good.
And then
chiro? You got a chiro?
Yeah, but we can't say too much, but those people you don't like?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's one of them.
Yeah. What? A John Farnham fan? No,
and that meant he couldn't do what he did.
Yeah. If you're not thingoed, you can't do it. Yep.
So I didn't do it. Playing golf, swimming, open swimming. There was a shark the other day too.
Oh, you saw a shark?
Right where I was driving home, got the news. It was right where I'd been in that day.
It smelt you guys come to get you, but you'd gone.
I've got a magnet I can wear on my wrist. It's like a shark repellent.
Oh, of course. That'll really work. That'll wash up on the beach on your severed arm. Well, it didn't take the arm, did it? No, it took the rest of him.
No, you're wondering how I hurt my shoulder.
So hang on. Walking, I mean, you're getting older, so just like a walking thing?
Okay, inside the house. Domestic. Housekeeping. Come on.
Vacuuming.
Close. I vacuumed after. Maybe it was the vacuum, but I'm pretty sure. No.
No, hang on.
Bed.
Making the bed.
Making the bed. Can you be specific? And I had to do something.
Fluffing the pillows.
Close.
Oh, putting the pillowcase on the pillow.
Oh,
putting the doona on the doona cover.
Cover on. Putting the doona cover on. I think it was at that point when I had one corner, poked it in, and then it was sort of half in, like it's sort of half vomited out. Then you have to pick it up and shake it, and then you give it a good shake. I think at that point I was giving it the big whoosh shake.
And then you went, oh, my shoulder.
Not at the time, not until today. And I did it yesterday. Clean sheets last night, doing a cover.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice, beautiful, really nice, top of the day. So, yeah, sore shoulder. So I took a Nurofen. Hope I can still, as you mentioned, play golf and swim and surf and play tennis.
Ooh, is it the shoulder you're leaning on now?
Yes.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't be leaning on it.
And I just had an injection in it with the.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And how's this?
Who's injecting you? The GP.
Yeah.
With what?
Flu jab.
Oh, I thought it was for the shoulder.
Oh, sorry, didn't I say that?
Like cortisone. What do they get? What do you get in your shoulder?
No. Oh, yeah, where they go right into the thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Last week on the show, not that we ever do, we told a story about Eric and I and Bob Franklin.
Yeah, in the caravan.
And we were cutting pictures out. And look, I don't want it to sound inappropriate, but the pictures were those ones that people sent into the magazines, and I think they were called
Home Blokes.
Home Blokes.
Yeah.
It was Home Blokes and Home Girls.
Yeah.
And they were the pictures we were cutting out and putting them in the window of the wallet.
Yeah, I understood.
Oh, did you understand?
Yeah, I understood.
I think people would understand what we were talking about. But yeah, and then when it falls open, and then we were putting girls in there. Then we put home guys in there who didn't have any pants on, and it looked very funny.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you understood it? Okay, well, I
it.
apologise if you're a regular listener and if you were confused. I was confused listening to it back.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was thinking we didn't explain it. When you say you put something in your wallet, what does that mean?
How cool was it? Eric sent a photo of the caravan.
He sent a photo of the caravan. He was up there with Mum and Dad.
Going to the Elvis exhibition. Fantastic. I'd love to go and see that.
And we saw the caravan. I don't know whether it was, but it looked pretty sad.
In bad condition.
Well, it was pretty
Is that
good.
part of the Banner family? Is it their family caravan? Is it, or a friend or something?
It must be a family one. And
well, they obviously stopped by to have a look when they're up in Bendigo.
And Eric, because he knew that we were talking about it, took a photo.
Good on him.
And what happened in there? As I said to Eric, I'm more than happy to do tours, do reenactment, the whole thing. I mean, I think there's a movie in it. I didn't want to say it on the day to Eric, but I'm thinking
probably is the move. Bob's around. Bob's a good actor.
And
good actor. You're a good actor.
Obviously,
Eric can act.
We open with that scene with the wallet. Then one of us just gets killed.
Oh yeah. Lake Epilogue murder mystery.
Murder mysteries.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lake Epilogue? Oh, it's bloody good.
Yeah.
So Uncle Arthur guy's in it. The guy from Chopper's in it.
When he gets water. He gets water in it.
Yeah. I'm just turning my phone over.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
And then the twist is the murderer is one of those guys in the photo in the wallet.
Oh.
He's like being made fun of.
That's really good.
Oh, that's why I'm on the big money.
And he just hears they just hear a...
Yeah.
And he's on the roof.
Oh, yeah, thumping
he's on
the head.
Roof.
Yeah, you recognise this? And we're like, no. And then he takes all his clothes off. Like, oh, yeah, I know you.
No, but your wallet. What's in your wallet? No, my wallet. That's my penis.
I did have to laugh. Eric talked about he'd been in Tasmania driving around with a good mate, he said.
Yeah.
And he put it on Twitter and he said, thanks to so-and-so for coming with me. Guess who his mate was? Guess who his mate was who he rode a motorbike around with? Oh. Someone famous. Someone that most people would know. Oh. And think of that kind of world. Not Tasmanian. Wasn't David Boone.
It's someone that his age.
Roughly. Yeah, it'd be roughly around his age.
Comedian?
Yeah. No.
How would I know?
Mark Webber. It's Mark Webber.
With Mark Webber.
Yeah, Mark Webber. Imagine trying to beat him in a motorcycle race.
You would,
He's F1. He was F1, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I remember I interviewed him on the late... Shane Warne did a TV show. I'm pretty sure that Mark Webber came on.
Yeah.
And he said that he'd just bought a new Porsche, Mark Webber said. And I went, snack. Oh, so what do you say? Snap? Not snack.
Snap.
Snap, me too. What was it, 911 was it? Yeah, nice.
Imagine racing him, though.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You're like me. I'm not that... look, I am competitive. I'm only competitive with myself.
I'm not competitive, really. Not really, no. Not when it comes to sport. Absolutely.
What about? I know that with your career
in stand-up, no, I'm not that. If someone wants to, I always say, when you go on a show and someone takes over, whether it's a TV, I just go, let them have it.
But that's someone who is at peace with themselves.
Yeah, saying let them have it.
Yeah, you're just going, whatever. I don't need to prove anything to myself.
Good on you.
And,
go for it.
Whereas some comedians will, if they're hosting, will go on after the final act and then do more after the final act.
Terrible. I've had that done before.
To prove that they're better than you. And you go, the night has peaked perfectly and you've had a fantastic night. You don't have to prove anything, that we all love you already.
Exactly.
It all goes back to insecurity. It's all in my book.
It's all in the book.
It's all in the book.
Glenn Robbins' Alive.
I should write that book.
Yeah. My left shoulder. Great. Oh, here comes the music.
Oh, lucky for that.
Oh, God.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Anyway, welcome to the podcast.
Did we have any response to it?
People loved it. They loved it. They just loved it. They loved Eric on the show. They loved his stories. They loved the wallet story, which you thought people didn't understand, but they did. And people said, just do more, guys. Do more.
Really?
They sent a lot of money. I kept that. We'll split it up later. And, anyway, they loved it.
I just have to take my top off.
Oh, God. Here we go. Show us your shoulder. Well, why don't we get the topics? Let's get the topics while you take your top off.
Yep, okay.
All right. What are the topics, Sam?
Gilbert and Sullivan and sausage rolls.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to say one of my favourite things.
And I'm going to make you stay off sausage rolls for a moment.
Yeah, right.
Because I know you'll get... If you want your sausage roll, you've got to do your Gilbert and Sullivan.
Sure.
So...
I am the captain of the Pinafore. He is the captain of the Pinafore.
That was the school musical we had. Do all schools do the...
I think back in our day there was a lot of Gilbert and Sullivan. And did they do Guys and Dolls? Was that them as well?
Yeah. And then... what's
the Mikado? The Mikado, but I don't think we did that. That involved a bit of yellow face. That's not...
Pinafore. Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, of course. Well, they were good songs. If we're still reciting them now...
Yeah. Well, I reckon...
the captain of the Pinafore. Is that Pirates of Penzance? It must be.
I think they're all the same, aren't they? You just, you could make this show into a somehow related. These things are somehow related. How were they related? And we would be the writers, would we be Robbins and O'Neill or O'Neill and Robbins? I think O'Neill and Robbins sounds better.
You go alphabetical normally, don't you? So there's no fights. Gilbert, Sullivan, O'Neill, Robbins, sure.
O'Neill and Robbins. That sounds to me like a...
Sounds like an ice cream shop. Sounds like
I reckon it sounds like a boots.
Oh, O'Neill, Robbins. Yeah.
What sort of boots you wearing? O'Neill Robbins. Geez, they're nice.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Musicals, yeah. Well, Gilbert and Sullivan, I think we definitely did Guys and Dolls, and we did Pirates of Penzance at Mitcham High. My brother, Trev, was in them a lot. He was the lead in Guys and Dolls.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
and did you ever go in it?
No. Well, I was in the Year 7 production Noah and his Ark, where I played Noah, and my brother played God.
You played Noah?
Noah.
You were the man.
I was a man. I was either Noah or God. I can't actually remember which one I was. I should ask Glenn. He'll remember.
Well, you think you're God now.
Yeah.
So...
Noah, you can't do any more. I thought I'd imagined it, but I did Google it once. There is a musical called Noah and his Ark. So.
And did you go, this is my place, I belong here?
No. So the next year I auditioned for Toad of Toad Hall and just was an understudy to the Badger. And I went, no, that's...
Understudy to the Badger?
Yeah, so I went, that's it. I've had enough of school productions. I'm cooler than that.
I remember year 11 or 12, standing on the side of... I was standing in front of them. They'd just finished Pinafore, I think, and going, I wish I had the guts to have been in that production.
Yeah. Well, I remember they were auditioning when I was in year 9. And it was like, you go to the audition? I'm like, nah, fuck, I'm not doing that. Nah.
No, I was like,
secretly wanting to go.
Yeah, really wanting to go. And I'm going surfing all the time. I don't want to go. I don't want to have to do that shit.
I want to hang out with girls backstage. What do I want to do that for?
And this is back. And then they finished the show, and then they were bashing on.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Like the lead guy was just pushing them away.
Oh, Trev, my brother, in Guys and Dolls. Oh,
the girl, yeah. Was he good looking, romantic?
Yeah,
lead?
he was good looking, and he had long hair, but he actually agreed to cut his hair for the role.
Could he sing and dance? Because it would have singing and dancing.
He can sing. I don't know if he could dance. I can't remember it, but I think he did okay. God,
we should have rung him up. But
Trev, but I was in the gang show too. You know what the gang show is. You cool enough?
Yeah,
you cool enough to know what the gang show is?
Because the gang show was a
Girl Guide, Boy Scout,
a crossover. It was everybody.
Theatre show. It
was a theatre show, but it wasn't just one troupe. It was like
all of Victoria.
And you did sketches, you did songs, you did.
You had to audition to get in. I was a terrible dancer, but I got in the chorus, and Shane Jacobson was in the gang show when I was there. He was younger than me. He was in it for years, Shane Jacobson.
Do you put that on your resume?
The gang show. out in the wind, boys, we're out in the cell. There's one thing all us fellas know. Gee, it's a wonderful life. You bet it's a wonderful. That's a good song. Gee, it's a wonderful.
When we do the Dave O'Neill biopic, that's going to be in it.
Wonderful life. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not.
And all the Boy Scouts will pash on afterwards.
Yes. Well, that's where I met my first girlfriend, Wayne. No, Sue. And she was a lovely girl. She's a girl guide, ranger guide. And I was a venturer.
Do you reckon that the Boy Scouts was bigger than the Girl Guides?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The Girl Guides, I don't remember that. I remember some Girl Guides going around, but not that many.
No, there was a fair proportion. Nowadays, of course, girls can join Scouts, so that's cannibalised a bit of the Girl Guides, I believe. But they're still going, Girl Guides.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Brown Owl was the leader. Kayla was in Scouts.
How many musicals did Gilbert and Sullivan write? Probably, 10, 20?
They were two British guys, weren't they, Gilbert and Sullivan?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't guess, but when were they around? The turn of the century, kind of 900.
I don't know, but I'm saying
1910,
late 1800s to early 1900s.
Yeah,
I don't
know. But
Pinafore.
Mikado. There's a great movie about Gilbert and Sullivan about their relationship and stuff, and Timothy Spall's in it. You know Timothy Spall, the big British actor.
Oh yeah. He's
great. He plays one of them. And, I don't know what else we can say about Gilbert and Sullivan.
But they were very successful and still are.
And
I think it's set up a lot of the way musicals are done and performed to the day.
Andrew Lloyd Webber would have learnt stuff off Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah, and they used to fight a lot, apparently.
Yeah, like any writing relationship, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's like Hall & Oates or,
Robbins O'Neill.
Yeah. One of my friends went and saw Hall & Oates. You know Hall & Oates?
Oh, do I know Hall & Oates?
Yeah. You're out of time. and said they went and saw them at a winery. That's where they play.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Midnight Oil at the winery, go see Hall & Oates. And they said the one with the black curly hair was right into it, but the tall blonde one not into it at all. Just phoning it in.
Well, didn't what's his name? Oh, Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes.
Did I ever tell you the time when I did a charity for the fires?
No.
And
What do you mean? Paul Simon or Art Garfunkel?
it was a charity event for the fires, and we went into this tent, and the guy got up and said, "We'd now like to bring on a musical act." And we go, "Oh God, here we go. What musical act is it?" They've had hits all around the world, but you know where I'm going. And then, but because
Diesel, no,
and they weren't on, there was no stage.
Oh my God.
So we're just standing up in the room with the mics
in
up.
In a tent. Where was this?
Up.
Marysville, up the bushfire area.
Up there on a golf course up that way. I can't remember. Anyway,
which set of bushfires was this? Was this Black Saturday?
No, this was Black Saturday.
Right.
Yeah. And he goes, "Would you please welcome Simon and Garfunkel?"
What?
And then I'm going, bullshit.
What were they doing there?
And one's quite tall and one's quite short.
Yeah,
Paul Simon's quite short.
Yeah.
And even the tall guy, I'm going, what? Who? What? And
Art Garfunkel.
Yeah, and they just came out with a guitar, and went. I'm going, cannot believe what I'm, And then they went. What would they have gone for? What song?
Like a bridge.
Yeah, I don't reckon they opened with it. Were they?
Cecilia.
Cecilia,
you're breaking my heart.
And at that point, I've got my phone up and I'm waving it.
Oh man, I'd love to see Simon and Garfunkel.
They didn't sound that good,
didn't they?
All right. I liked his period
solo, like Paul Simon.
Yeah, when he did stuff with
Africa.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Great.
Okay. Yes. Enough about Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah, let's talk sausage rolls. Love a sausage roll. When was the last time you had one?
Oh,
a while ago, a few years ago.
I went to a funeral, and I
they had sausage rolls.
Well, it was that thing where you've been to the thing, and then you go to the wake, and you got to say hello to a couple of people and be appropriate.
Yeah.
But I was quite hungry, and then we were talking about what had happened to everything, and then I saw the sausage rolls coming out. I'm going, I can't stop grieving. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
But I really want a sausage roll.
Yeah.
So they went past the first time. I go, oh, no, you should have taken, because they had chutney on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then they went past again. And no, because I was going to take one if someone in the circle I was with
Took one.
But
there was a lot of solemn talk. Like, we dearly love this person.
And then they
sausage rolls. Sorry, mate. Sausage roll. Over here.
Yeah. Just before you get back to that. Yeah. Then the chicken sandwiches came. They went the chicken sandwiches. So I thought,
you went, let's backtrack to the sausage roll.
So then when the sausage rolls came around again,
yeah,
I've gone two hands. I've gone one.
Oh, yeah.
I've gone, is that too much? Go one sausage roll. How do you don't take one and put it in your mouth and then go for another. How do you take...
You hold one in a napkin, I reckon. I was at a function. I was hosting a function last night in Bendigo. Whatever, I do all the big gigs. And for Simmons Homes, great people. If you need a home in the Bendigo area, get into it. This guy was handing out pork belly on little sticks. Oh, my God. It was so good.
Too easy to eat.
I had two of them. I said, hang on, mate, just wait there.
Yeah, just wait there. Exactly. Just hang on.
He goes, you eat them because it's just going to end up as tomorrow's salad. I went, okay.
Because what are the good ones? One of the ones that really get sausage roll, number one. I would say sausage roll better than a party pie.
Well, you know why? Because a party pie is a bit of a surprise in how hot it's going to be.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, Jesus.
Dribble down your chin, on your shirt, trouble.
Whereas a sausage roll, you get a good indication of it.
Solid, it's predictable. Maybe a little flaky pastry down the front of your thing if you get a bit overexcited. But it's a very solid, edible item on the finger food front. I'm going to say it's number one.
Really? What about mini dim sims?
I knew you'd play that card.
What about the arancini ball? I had one of them last night.
Arancini balls are
really
very
nice.
good too. Do you bite them in half or go the whole?
No, I bit the one in half last night.
So, but do you ever go woof one down? If they're small arancinis.
Yeah, you can go down. Yeah. I like mini dim sims though. They get a bit messy with the soy sauce. I got to agree with you. The mini dim sim is delightful. We've been having in Melbourne. We've been having the South Melbourne dim sim. Yeah, they're good.
And that with a knife and fork.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit weird, but anyway.
But hang on. How do you eat, for those in other states
It's a
or
big
around
dim
the world,
sim. It's a big dim sim.
It's a dim sim about the size of your fist.
Yeah.
And it's I heard, did you hear that story?
No, go on. This cop told me a story about them the other night.
Which is the and I don't want to say because maybe it's defamatory.
No. Years ago, okay, this cop told me he was on the South Melbourne. He was working in the South Melbourne cop shop.
Yeah.
And someone's finger came off and went into the pastry. And so he went down there and said, look, okay, the guy's been taken to hospital or whatever, but we've got to get rid of that pastry. And the guy's like, no, we'll just use it. And he's like, mate, you can't use a pastry with a finger in it. So they had to, because he said it was like the coroner has to turn up or something. I don't know. Someone has to turn up, and so
even if just a little bit of finger goes,
you can't have the finger in the pastry.
I don't realise that, but the coroner doesn't turn up for just a finger.
I don't think so. He said someone else had to turn up, and
you know what I reckon? I reckon they've heard it's the 420 pie factory or somewhere like that.
Yeah,
and gone, I want to go down there just to pretend to investigate, and I'll have a pie while I'm there because. Have a safe pie, one with our finger in it,
So do you buy those dims? You can buy them at the supermarket. You just buy them at the supermarket and cook them up at home, or
no? You
buy them from the market. You buy them from a local shop.
Oh, this is the golf club.
Oh, they're at the golf club. That's right.
Yeah, and we have them as our standard,
with this knife and fork.
Yes.
Jesus.
No, but how else? Well, I don't want to argue.
Pick it up and eat it.
Pick up a South Melbourne dim sim.
Oh, yeah, you can.
In a bag, you can.
On a plate in a bowl, just keep it close to your mouth. But you're in the golf club, it's Caddyshack, you got to be careful.
Well, I got to say,
they are good though.
It crosses over into a knife and fork item. It really works.
How many? Did you just have one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you had two, would you?
I absolutely have two.
Two in one sitting.
Whenever I'm going to South Melbourne to do any kind of work, I always go, I know where I'm going. Would
you park and walk a long way to get one?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because I would go, if I get a park out the front, I'll get one. But I'm not walking a long way for it.
Oh,
no, fair enough. If you're on the way somewhere. Anyway, so back to sausage rolls.
Love
it's
sausage
easy to
rolls.
Get diverged by dim sum.
You know what makes a good sausage roll? You don't want it too dry.
Correct.
You don't want it too much pastry.
No, you don't want your ratios right. Because so often you get a little bit of meat and a huge amount of pastry. You're going, what are you doing?
You don't want. There was that trend for a while of giant sausage rolls.
Yeah,
these big fat, like a meatloaf almost.
Yeah, too much.
No, not too much.
Big doesn't mean good.
You need the classic, slightly thinnish. Yeah.
But hang on, there's the finger food one, which is about as big as your finger, as long as your finger. That's why.
And then there's the longer one.
Then there's the longer one, the standard issue 4 and 20,
7 inches, 8
which are 3 bites. Whereas the ones you have at parties are 2 bites, aren't they? Then there's the 3 or 4 bite, and then there's, as I said, the long ones.
I prefer the longer ones. Oh no, not the, I prefer the 4 and 20 kind of style ones. Yeah. Because you know why? With the short one, you get the hard bit on the outside and then the hard bit on the outside. So there's not much soft bit.
Oh yeah, you were soft or hard.
Oh, I love that soft bit in the middle.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh.
Yeah, and do you re-dip when you've bitten halfway?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do you just have the sauce on top?
I pour it on.
Okay. It was the first thing I made because we used to do a thing called home economics.
Yeah, I remember home eco.
Sausage rolls was always the first things that people made.
It's called food technology now.
Yeah, there you go.
Changed the name.
I know they would have changed the name.
Yeah.
And if you hung around the home economics...
Oh, yeah. There were always kids hanging around the home eco
on sausage roll day, and they come out with this little tub, and you go, give me one of those. Give me another one of those.
Have you ever made a sausage roll?
I'm going to say no. You would have.
Oh, yeah, many times.
For the kids at home.
Yeah. So you either just get some pastry, and they're easy to make, and I swear, they taste pretty good.
But why wouldn't you just go out and buy one?
Well, if you've got the stuff there, you just make them.
In the oven.
You convince yourself they're better for you if you made them yourself. No trans fat, Glenn. No trans fat.
There would be, though.
There would be in the pastry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of my kids loves, Barney, my youngest, loves sausage rolls. Oh, they are good, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm often a pasty person. I love a pasty, but I will go, sometimes when I'm travelling on the road, I'll get a chicken and salad roll, sausage rolls. You don't have to eat it all. Just
when you have the sausage roll before, have the sausage roll first or second?
Probably first.
Yeah.
I just like the taste of it. I like that pastry, but I don't want the meat too spicy either. Sometimes I make the mistake of putting a bit too much spice in that meat.
Yeah.
You want it kind of almost not bland, but you want it a bit dull, I reckon.
And do you sit or do you drive and eat?
Oh, no, I drive and eat.
With you steering with your knee?
Sometimes, but with my hand. I can eat with one hand with a sausage roll. Keep it in the bag. Keep it in the bag.
That's the tip. But then you look down in your lap and you go, there's a whole lot of
pastry.
Yeah, not good.
Yum.
I don't know what else. What are the brands?
4 and 20.
4 and 20.
In Victoria, we've got Bowcastle. They do a very good sausage roll, I've got to say. Very good. There's other ones too. I can't remember.
Wendy's? Not
yeah,
Wendy's. Is it Wendy's? No.
No. Mrs. Max.
That's it.
Max.
Yeah, and they're in supermarket. And they're...
Yep. There's a few makes, but I prefer just one from the bakery,
Yeah.
The classic from the bakery. Matter of fact, I could have one now.
There would be a cut-off. I think a sausage roll is...
I think it's a lunchtime food.
Yeah, it's a... You wouldn't have one before 10?
No.
In the morning? After 10? 10 till 12?
When we used to go to Lawn, we used to stay at the Cumberland, which is like a resort hotel thing.
Yeah.
And below it in the same building was a bakery. Award-winning pies, right?
Yeah.
Mrs. Shields, I think it's called. And so I would say to Kieran, I'm going to, like about at 9 o'clock, before we go on the beach or whatever, I'll go down and get you a coffee.
Oh, but you'd have a sneaky
I'd have a sausage roll. Oh, yeah, because often in your room you could smell the bakery wafting up, the smell of the bakery.
I don't think it's a lunch item.
Oh, no, I think it's a lunch item. I don't think it's a dinner item. I absolutely think it's a lunch item.
Yeah, I just don't think...
When would you have it?
You'd knock it up... Well, I reckon it's a morning thing.
Yeah, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I think you clock it up to a pie if and it's finger food late in the evening, later any time finger food. If you're at a funeral or whatever, I think it's fine. Anyway,
well, let's have some thinking music.
How about a sausage roll ad?
Oh yeah.
What would it be? Pie me boy, the 4 and 20.
Remember the classic thing? It's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. I wonder who wrote that. That is brilliant.
That is very good.
It's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll.
We could have a song. We can't with copyright have Gilbert and Sullivan.
Why don't we do a make-believe? Because sausage rolls are French, whereas a lot of people think they're British because they're very British, but they're actually a French invention. The French invented it. Yeah, it would have been like 1800s, the French.
We had another thing on here about someone going to another country and bringing it back or something.
Oh, that could be anything.
I think that's my answer.
Oh, no, French fries were brought back.
Pommes frites.
They were Belgium and they were brought back to the America by the soldiers in World War II.
That's right, yeah. Good move.
What you're thinking of? Well,
let's... hang on, just talk me through it.
Well, they were originally sold in France.
So the sausage roll,
invented by the French. Well, I reckon... I'm an Aussie traveller in the 18th century or whatever, the 19th century. I'm on a horse and I've turned up to... You can be the French patisserie baker.
Do you want me to do a French? Can I do a French? Will I get into trouble?
No, you don't get cancelled for French.
Okay.
Sacre bleu. You can still do French.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do my best.
There's some accents you can do. French...
American,
white South African. You can do South African. I think you can. Well, I do it. I just did it then. French, American, British, Scottish, Irish.
Okay, you're going to come into my shop.
I think any basic white person you can do.
Okay.
You can't do Japanese. Right?
No, I get that.
You can't do Japanese. You often do that on the phone to me. It's just off-putting. Well, who is this?
No, it's really me. See, I didn't even do that. I didn't even do it then.
You're like Mickey Rooney in what's that movie?
A Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, it's over the top.
Yeah, extraordinary. Okay, I think I've got it.
Okay, we need that ding, 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 ding. And I'm the Aussie traveller on my horse.
Okay.
Oh, gee, g'day, mate. I've been travelling hard. I've been riding that horse from Sorbonne. Sorbonne.
You look very tired.
Yeah, Sorbonne.
Sorbonne.
No, the Sorbonne, the university. Is it Sorbonne? That's what it's called.
Sorbonne.
Yeah,
you say it correctly, my Aussie friend. What would you like to eat?
What do you got here? You've got like a baguette.
Got
with
baguette.
With la poulet. What's that, chicken?
Beautiful.
Is that chicken?
Yeah.
Gammon. What is that, ham?
Is it ham?
Well, you got any pies? I'm an Aussie. I'm from Australia.
We don't have any pies. Do we?
No, you got no pies.
We have no pies.
You sold out today, your pies.
But we do have a beautiful...
Everyone at the Sorbonne said they were great pies here. I've been riding my horse. Sore bum.
What I do have, sir, is a sausage roll.
Oh, well, you know, I'm Australian. We love sausages in a roll.
No.
We normally get them at Le Bunnings.
You don't listen to me.
Yeah, put a sausage in a roll, some onions and sauce. Thank you.
No, it is not a sausage roll. It is it's a sausage in a roll of pastry.
What?
It's not in a roll like a baguette. So it's beautiful. Will I get you one of these ones?
Well, hang on. Talk me through it. You put a sausage in some pastry?
Yeah, but not in the skin.
Well, you take the skin off.
We take the skin off the sausage. We squeeze it onto the pastry. We put it in the oven, and we cook it up, and it comes out beautiful.
So, okay. So it's sort of like a pie. It's kind of all encased.
It's not like a pie. It's like a sausage roll. It's not a pie. It's not a pasty. It's not a ham roll.
What? So the ends stick out?
Yes.
But wouldn't they go all hard?
Yes, that's what makes it so delightful to eat. It's a beautiful sausage roll in not bread, but pastry.
No, I don't like the sound of it. Give me that pastry. You're going to shove it up your backside.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
wait, ouch! Wait a minute. Oh, look at that thing that made from pastry. It dropped on the floor of my ass. I think you just invented the croissant.
Oh, I have one of those. Thank you very much.
Oh, God, Benny Hill's back in town.
You got any Nutella? Oh, well, there we go. Interesting.
Oh, sorry about the ending.
No, that's fine.
Jesus.
All right, what's your answer? I'm going to say...
No, I should have a go first because I think you cornered me. I'm taking a bit of your thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Gilbert and Sullivan were doing a show in Paris and they ate sausage rolls every day and they brought it back to the UK. Because I associate sausage rolls with the UK more than I do with the US. No sausage rolls in the US.
I wouldn't think so. I can't remember seeing a sausage roll in the US. You think they're British, but they're actually French, we learned.
So I'm going to say that Gilbert and Sullivan, when they were touring their show, brought it back to the UK, and that's where it took off.
I'm going to say Gilbert and Sullivan had a fight over a sausage roll. That's why they split up.
Are you really going to say that?
Well, I mean, look at the band Oasis. What did he throw? He threw a plum at his head.
And that was enough.
They split up over the plum. I think it was a plum.
Did they listen to this show?
Liam and Noel, probably Noel more than Liam, the guitarist. Yeah, big
one of them. Are they nice guys?
I've interviewed Noel. Yeah, he's nice. He's little. They're little. They're not big blokes.
But they probably think. What nationality are they?
No, they're British.
How do they speak?
Yeah, so a bit northerner. A bit that. Yeah, we used to steal bikes and that. We did.
I'm not like those plum at your head. What was it? He threw at his head.
Yeah, he threw a plum at his head.
What
you? We're like a proper band, Okay, what is the answer, Sam?
Set in 1750, in the fictitious German Grand Duchy of Fennig-Halbfennig, Gilbert and Sullivan's comic opera The Grand Duke, conspirators recognize each other by eating sausage rolls as a secret sign of their collusion against the parsimonious Duke Rudolph. It was the first recorded mention of sausage rolls in popular culture. The Grand Duke premiere at the Savoy Theatre on the 7th of March 1896.
Wow.
So it was part of a plot.
I don't remember that in the Pirates of Penzance.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Have you got your sausage roll?
No, that's incredible.
I am the captain of the sausage roll.
So they've seen them.
Yep.
And then they've gone, we'll whack down we'll write a song about it.
Conspirators recognise one another by eating sausage rolls. So whatever that means.
Oh, they got pastry around them.
Yeah. I know what you've been doing.
You know what? No, don't need the French accent. Yeah, you've been up to no good. How can you tell? Well, you got sauce all over your pants. What's that joke? And we're told.
I've heard. Do you want to? This is a bit rude. Okay.
All right.
This penguin, right? This made me laugh when I heard it. Okay, any kids listening, turn off now, right? It's not appropriate.
Kids, it's not appropriate. Go and have a sausage roll.
Yeah, it might go over their head. This penguin's driving his car across... A penguin.
Yep.
Is driving his car across America, breaks down in a small town.
Yep.
And the mechanic says, well, I'm going to have a look. Just go... If you want something to eat, just go up to that diner. There's a diner just up there. Go up and get something to eat. So the penguin goes up, then he's having a look at the menu. He goes, well, I wouldn't want some ice cream. I'm a penguin. So he gets all this, and they go, what flavour you got? He goes, we only got vanilla. He goes, that'll be fine. So he eats all this vanilla ice cream, and it's all dripping over his face, and he walks back down to the mechanics. The mechanic goes, oh, it looks like you've blown a seal. He goes, no, it's ice cream. That's terrible.
You could lose your comedy license over there. Mr. O'Neill. You've given us your license, so you get 3 months for that. It's probably inappropriate. But good joke. Sorry.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah. Somehow related. These things are somehow related. How are they related?